We're playing around walnut bowling every turn, that's for certain. If he top decks Doomshroom, like, okay. I'm pretty sure this is healing, because this is a Gargantuar. So this should heal. Just go face with this? Yeah, why not? Well, he can block and get his super, so we'll play around that. That doesn't matter. We're still healing for 11. Even if it has 6 health, we're still healing for 11 here, right? Certainly. So up 8, up to 19. Yeah, we got this guy. Making content for you guys is a full-time job, and it's only possible with your support. Click the link in the description to join my Patreon for access to exclusive streams, deep fry podcasts, private video calls, and more. What's going on, everybody? This is Fry. So today we are going to be doing a deck with Nurse Garg. Now, the news is that not only has quarterly bonus been fixed, but Nurse Garg has been fixed, and this will do now what it said on the card. Previously, Nurse Garg was only healing when it itself would hit face. Now it's healing when it itself hits face or damages a plant, or any other Gargantuar on the board damages your opponent's face or a plant. So this is a healing powerhouse, a really difficult card to beat if you can get this on the board with even like one other Garg, because of the sheer amount of healing that this is going to do. The other Gargs we are running are Garg throwing Garg, a very good finisher in itself. Placing this on the board or teleporting it in better. In front of like team ups, and this will be throwing Gargs all around the board. And we are running King of the Grill. Decided to go with this instead of Deep Sea Garg because I think the card draw and the frenzy for this particular deck is a little better, since we're not running a ton of early game cards that synergize with Deep Sea. Instead, I really would rather get more late game with the King of the Grill, so you can maintain the late game threat. Now, this is a control deck. You're going to be controlling your opponent by sticking a cheese cutter on the board that they have to answer. Cyborg, a very good control card, and it's also going to be giving you the 5 drops for this deck, a 5-cost 5/6 hunt. Not like what it says in the card, and that will fill in the 5s. For this deck. We're also running Nibble for some small removal, Extinction Event, very strong early game removal card, and Rockets for the big removal. We also have Immorticia superpowers that can do some small removal and some big removal if you can get something to take some damage. Controlling for the Gargs. Now, the main thing you got to play around when you're trying to teleport a Garg in is Brainana and Dragon. So always make sure you're always playing around Brainana if they have 6 Sun. In that case, you are just going to spam your Gargs on the board. But otherwise, if you're against a hero that can't deny that doesn't have Brainana, then you really very much want to be teleporting in your Gargantuars onto the board, because that way you can stick this in front of something. It'll make a good trade, and it's going to be drawing you an extra Garg and then doing 6 damage to face. Your Nurse Garg, you're going to be playing this more to the right, as much to the right as possible, so your other Gargs that are on the left are attacking first and healing, and then you're going to be able to get more value with your Nurse Garg that way. Once, even if you're like down to 10 health and you have like 2 Gargs on the board and one of them's Nurse Garg, you're back to 20, just like that. Nurse Garg in an area 22 is now healing you for 16. It's doing 8 damage to phase and healing you for 16, basically your entire health pool, which is really makes it impossible for certain plant decks to win, period, if they're trying to play aggressively or burn you. Anyway, let's get right into the games. Hope you guys enjoy, and we're going to jump right into it. We're going to do 8 games today. This is a slow deck. If you think this deck is going to win 6 out of 8, vote yes. 5 out of 8 is going to be a no. Betting our fries over here at the live stream, twitch.tv/fry'emup. Yep, so I was thinking about running Cryo Brain in this deck. It's not as necessary for this deck as it would be for maybe for a deck that's relying on like Zombot that comes super late. You could run Cryo Brain instead of maybe the teleportation zombies. You're just missing a bunch of teleports if you do that. This is a pretty good hand. 2 early game control cards and a teleportation zombie, not bad. Yep, so Supernova Garg would be also a decent option for this deck. You'd have to take out one of your other Gargs, though, because it would be too much late game. Again, you also have Cyborg that is creating the big Borg, so you have 5 drops already. So you don't really need a 5 cost. Supernova Garg is not like a game-winning Garg, unless they are running Pineclone, you know? It's more, I think this is better. I think this is better. Because now he can't play like Triceratops or whatever. He can play Wildberry, but that got answered. That always hunts. The Wildberry moves and then we hunt. I don't think it matters even which lane the Cyborg is in because the card you play always goes first.
Games? With my help you could easily win 10.
Thank you, whoever is role-playing as Nurse Garg. Thank you for that. So I'm going to... You know, if he plays another Wildberry, the correct play here would be pass. There's also the fact that Spudow doesn't have Brainana, so Teleportation Zombie will be better on turn 4 to start teleporting. Like this, you really want to teleport this in. I know it has Hunt. If anything, the Hunt seems to be a very big disadvantage, because then your opponent can like drag it into a Spikeweed sector or into a team up, or kind of just gives your opponent more control, I found. So we're going to go for the Nibble here. Hopefully he doesn't play anything too crazy. That needs to be like Wildberry would be, or Poison Ivy, but Wildberry is fine. We are going to nibble that. We are not going to nibble that, bro. Okay, so we're going to nibble this turn, and we'll have Teleportation Zombie Extinction event next turn. He did go with the second Wildberry, so we'll take 6 damage here. So, Telly Zombie. Is there a world that will actually just teleport? I love teleporting in. Cheese cutter. What is with his... Okay, well, we have the extinction event, so, and he actually added health to the one that didn't need it. So we are going to be doing minus. We're still taking 4 damage this turn. It's not so bad. We need a leap. CrossFit.
I almost don't believe it's been nearly
98 months. CrossFit. Hasn't missed a month since I became a Twitch partner. Really appreciate it. 98. Holy cow. All right, so it's nice that even if he has Sizzle, we do have a play. We have the Rocket. So I am going to either teleport in Big Borg. Bruh. Okay, we can evaporate that next turn. So let's commit the Big Borg, which takes 2 damage here. So it's still a 5/4. Really, really strong. And we're going to keep this going here because we still also have Evaporate Rocket. We have the Environment, which is just another... But it's probably just going to be Teleport King of the Grill because that is going to do a ton of damage to this guy. Cherry Bomb. Nice play, bro. This is going to be Evaporate. See if we can grab a Teleport from the top of this deck. Damn, we're down to 6, though. I don't like it. I'm going to develop this already because we want to just spam things into this next turn. Thank you, Manglita. 2 months. So the question is, how do we do this? Which of the car? I think we're just going to spam both of these. I probably should play more defensively since I only have 6 health, though. Alright, so should I slow play this? At least we'll have 6 and 2 next turn. Alright, I'm going to slow, because we're low, I'm going to slow play this. Yeah, the Wild Berry's really got good value. Oh, boy. I think this is okay. Because we'll still have... So we need this to get to 5 health. So the lunchbox plus the area actually gets the work done here. Be a 5/5. We'll draw another card too. Thank you, Kier. Happy post-quarterly cringe streaming. It's definitely a pleasure to play in not quarterly bonus meta. Alright, so now that we have the teleport, we have the option of teleporting this in. We can't play like Teleport Garg Extinction, but it means if we need to rocket, we'll be able to do that, so that's awesome. Cool Bean is fine, that's just free, and now is the time where we're really gaining the card advantage from these Gargs, and I don't mind getting extra brains here. This gives us way more options for next turn. See what we get. Come on, Zombot. Come on, Nurse, at this point, to be honest. Okay, well, Nurse is here, so we're literally 1 hit away from just automatically winning this game. If we can heal 1 time, we're good. We have 7. Now we have the Rocket as well, and the Environment now to play since we got that Cryo Brain. We need to hit 1 thing without obviously getting blocked by the block meter. And it's over, man. Okay. No Pecanolith, please. Oh my gosh. He's running. Wait, no. He can't be running Water Chestnut. We don't do. Okay. Bruh. Bro. That's annoying. He got that from Starch Lord, obviously. So I'm gonna extinction this because I really don't want my health getting any lower here. We could roll a 1 and just win this game here. So that's awesome. Yeah, I don't know what bro's even gonna be able to do here. The question is, which of these are better? I do want to go lane 1 just to cover this. Eventually this will draw a card. I don't really see, he's just gonna ignore the Garg here. I don't really see the difference. 6, 3, and 2 might be an option. So let's do it let's do the cheaper one. So we can play Extinction Event plus one of our 3 drops. Okay, don't have 2 Berry Blasts, bro. Okay, great. And GG, big time GG. The heal's not mattering here, but theoretically we're actually up to 17 health there, so not even close, if you know what I'm saying. Even though we didn't really get a heal there from the Nurse Garg, I think that really illustrated exactly the potential of this, because we were very close to doing it. And in a game where, you know, he had a little bit more resources, that would have mattered a lot if he had a little more health there, you know? We would have been at 17. Crazy stuff. I don't think you keep, you know, any of your 7-cost Gargs early. This is a really good card against Grass Knuckles. Can't deal with Teleportation Zombie. So 1, 2, 3. A lot of good options here. Question is, how are we going to play this? So you can play this on Heights. You can also teleport this in on turn 3, which is cool. My gut says just spam this on 1. It dies to Click P. And Forget-Me-Nots and Galacta. But if he doesn't have an answer, we're way ahead. So, low risk, high reward. It's nice to teleport this in. We could have gone Summoning on turn 1, Telly on 2, or Extinction on 2, and then teleport Cheese Cutter on 3. It's not necessarily going to work. It might be too slow. And if he plays Forget-Me-Nots, it really messes up like the summoning and stuff. So I'm gonna go with it would be nice to Extinction Event if he plays like a Double Min or a Triceratops here. I think it's better just to go Teleportation Zombie, because that would give us a proactive play next turn with the Area 22 if he doesn't develop. Galactic Cactus is not really a tempo card anymore. It's a control card, so it might be beneficial for us to apply pressure here, rather than play conservatively for his tempo play. If you know what I'm saying, guys. Fry, how did you get the single gem? Yeah, I have an odd amount of gems because there used to be quests for like 7 gems. That was like back in like 2017. They stopped that. They made everything multiples of 5 or 10. So I am forever stuck. I am forever stuck. Stuck with the odd amount of gems. And people always coming in and asking me, Fry, you cheater. I don't know. Yeah, you could run more control in this deck if you want to, and less teleports. If you want to really just bulk up and run either Cryo Brain as an option as a ramp card, or just like Alienus, B flat, like you can totally cut the teleports and just say, listen, we're always playing around Brainana. But against most heroes, teleporting in your Gargs is so much better. Any non-smarty hero you want to teleport in your Gargs. It just makes them twice as good when you teleport them in. It's the reason we're doing this with Immorticia. I will show you other Nurse Garg decks, like with Smash. I'm really excited for that one, because Smash Gargs is anyway a really, really good deck, and now we got some extra oomph. The areas are also weird in this deck. I mean, Area 22 is such a good card, but it's nice here if you have a Teleportation Zombie, a Cheese Cutter, and just like being able to stick your nurses and your Garg throwing Gargs in there. It's pretty huge. All right, so top priority is not playing the area here. Top priority will be to prevent Captain Cucumber from drawing a card. So I'm going to hold off on the summoning here. We'll have summoning Area 22 next turn, which seems like pretty decent play. That's all right. So I think it's going to be area just nibble now to prevent him from drawing the second card. I think that, yeah, this has to be worth it, right? Nibble to prevent him from drawing a legendary. Maybe not. Maybe I save the nibble there? You know, against a hero that, like, if it was Green Shadow, who could have, like, who was, like, Admiral Navy Beans and stuff, I think save the nibble, because it's worth it for him to get a legendary. But against Grass Knuckles, nibble basically just hits Forget-Me-Nuts. It can't even hit Galactic Cactus, because it soft locks the game. I think we're totally fine passing here again. Grass Knuckles cannot deal with a 3-6. Period. Weird play. I'm gonna burn this teleport because I would really like to get something here. There's a nibble. Let's nibble this and see if we can get another nibble. Chances of second nibble these days are actually very high because you have to get a gourmet trick. It's the change of nibble. It doesn't give you cheese cutter anymore. It only so that worked out fantastically. Come on. Just being able to deal. We don't have a rocket in our hand, so being able to deal with this Triceratops kind of for free there was really, really good. So again, he's not going to be able to deal with this. So being able to teleport in a gravestone could be very good if he sets up some weird double strike play. So we're setting this up in the gravestone to be able to teleport this the next turn. Let's see what this... First, let's see what this becomes. Alright, this should be fine. So we'll take 4 damage here, but we've got the teleport nurse locked and loaded unless he has a Grey Buster. Maybe just developing the teleportation zombie dry instead of teleporting it in was actually better here. I was just worried he was going to make some Gatling P play or something like that. Because really, the 1-5 is impossible for him to deal with. This Gravestone, he can have Grey Buster. We're falling a little behind in the card advantage here. This Onion Rings really gave him a lot of value, but... Nurse Garg will get us back to 20. And yeah, the Captain keeps drawing a lot of cards here. We could really... The thing we really need here is not... Oh, that's so annoying. I got Rockwell. So we don't heal at all. And the nurse dies for free now. The thing we really need is King of the Grill. Because that will give us now another Garg. Garg throwing... Nurse was actually the worst one in this scenario. I think we're going to play around Shamrocket and not play around Plant Food exactly. That can kill this 1-1. Did he commit his other superpower, or does this guy have Rumble? I should have thought about that a little bit more. Damn, that's too bad. Wow, yeah, the Captain Cucumber is taking over this game. In fact, this is not even an Onion Rings deck. He got the Onion Rings from the single shot from his Captain Cucumber's Plant Food the other turn, and it looks like we're gonna lose this one because Captain Cucumber, man. Evaporate. I should have thought about his superpower about the playing around the Rumble there. That was my fault. Yeah, it's the Shamrocket. It wouldn't have mattered because he would have just done that last turn. We are so toast. So 2 + 4 wins, so we're done. All right. I feel better that it didn't matter. Yeah, that's why I really opted to run King of the Grill, because sometimes you just need a little bit more Gargs, but he just had too many answers there. All right. So it's Grass Knuckles. Is this the same guy, though? I think this is. La, 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 la. No, it's not. Similar name, not the same guy. All right. Let's see the Forget-Me-Nots. What packs are the best after the update? I have not had any time to analyze that, so... it's something on the long list of things I need to do is sit and analyze which cards are in which pack, and then make a new video on that. Guys, listen. There's a couple of soft locks in the game. You can run Nibble. Don't nibble your opponent's Galactic Cactus if you're losing. That's called a dick move. Okay? Don't play your Gatekeeper on the board on purpose once you're losing, just so because you're behind, so you want to soft lock the game and cause a draw. Okay? It's not cool, guys. You can run the cards, but don't abuse them. You know what I'm saying? Question is, do we use the Nibble or the Extinction here? So yeah, you know, the Nibble doesn't have to draw a card. The Extinction event will be better later, so let's spend the Nibble. And just prevent this double mint, which is going to be on the board for the rest of the game, but... teleporting this in has got to be, right? Yeah. We can even teleport Cheese Cutter Extinction in certain cases, and that is definitely what we'll do here. Dude, not cool. Okay, so it's gonna be Acid Rain. Oh gosh, the Forget-Me-Nots. Teleport. Get him with the cheese, and we'll rocket this next turn, which is fine. So it'll be Rocket Extinction, I guess. There's Garg Feast in a Garg deck. This is interesting if this game takes a long time. So now what? Yeah, it's gotta be Rocket Extinction event. And we'll do this next turn on 6, so we'll teleport one of these Gargs on 7. Play a deck where the whole goal of the deck is to soft lock. I'm not about it, guys. Yep, so pretty easy play here. The Galactic Cactus will actually kill the remaining Bananasaurus Rex for us after it gives us a full block meter. So that's awesome. Great play. And really 3 for 2 here. So that's great. Splash. So it's going to be Teleportation Zombie here. Teleporting this in is probably better. This doesn't need to be on the board. If he goes for Grave Removal, doesn't make his... Okay, if he goes Gravebuster 4-drop, so I would like to have this on the board. What would be the reason not to? Because it can drag it on ground. All right, let's spam it. Spam it on heights. Oh, wow. Kills the teleportation zombie. Bruh. Ow. All right, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Because this also just absorbs all of my Gargs can't win just such a good card. Oh. My Gargs can't really do anything here, guys. What am I supposed to do? Just spam Garg throwing Garg, I suppose. We're just playing for the late game here. He's probably just going to get Shamrocketed or Plant Fooded, though. I guess Plant Food would be better, so at least we'll get another Garg here. Looking for that Sham. Please don't get it here. If he grabs that from Flourish, I'm gonna be mad. Who runs Flourish? Well, he didn't push the button, so it looks like we're good here. He's trying to figure out the, trying to navigate this. It's the Untrickable deck, guys. Doesn't even kill the big Borg, though. Alright, so here is Garg throwing Garg. Survey says, Deep Sea, we'll take it. Immediate 6 damage, too, not bad. Now, that's actually really good, because now the Cheese Cutter does contest this. It does contest Bro, which is great. And now this is going to grow. Yeah, this is fine. Nurse always wants to be on the right. I'd also rather him proc my block before all these attacks happen than the other way around. Dude, my gosh. Okay. A little bit overkill. But we should proc the block with the Nurse Garg and win with the Deep Sea Garg. That is the... There's really nothing he can do to drag that Deep Sea Garg out of water. So that is probably how this goes down. Yep, that's guaranteed lethal. Got him. Considering he's got a 14-7 untrickable, that was a very not scary play. And that'll make it 2-1. He's double untrickable. Bro, a little overkill. So this might have been like a leafy deck since he's running Umbrella Leaf and Double Mint, but otherwise it was kind of just like protect the Double Mint with your Umbrella Leaves. Not a great strategy. Chained Ghost, 8 months. Appreciate it. Yes. Love, it's not a mere victory march. It's cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Here's a Chompzilla. Let's get a little more early game. Okay, okay. I don't mind having multiple cheese cutters early. How many of these should we try to teleport in? All right, let's like contest the Primal Sunflower. We'll play smart. We'll also play on ground here. Not only to play around Kernel Pulp, but also we're packing acid, so. He did have the Click Pete. Very sad. If he doesn't have exactly a Click Pete, the cheese cutter is awesome. If he has it, we kind of lost that trade. All right, so now that we have a 2-drop, we're going to go... Guess might as well play this on heights because we could always drag it to the ground. We'll go 2 and then teleport the cheese cutter in on 3 and gain the advantage. Honestly, this is still a 1 trade because we both spent 1 card. He burned the extra sun that he gained from this only costing 1. And we get a pretty decent dude. So this will go ground, I guess. Doesn't really matter. And cheese. Yeah, so Deep Sea Garg doesn't do a lot since we're not running a lot of small minions, and Zombot's a little bit late. You could run Zombot instead of the Garg throwing Garg if you really want to. It's just a little bit of a later card. I feel like if you're doing Nurse, you want all your Gargs to cost Nurse or less. We're still playing for the Acid Rain, so this will go on the ground. There is more cheese. Here we go. So we're coming up on turn 4 here. If he plant foods this, we have the rocket. So I think I'm just gonna pass here, and there might be a. Honestly, we'd probably put it right on the teleportation zombie and get the cheese cutter to go phase here again. I think that would be the play. I think that's the route we're taking here. The other option would be just to acid rain. Oh, come on. All right. So the other way would just be acid rain. It's fine. Kills makes this within range. That's pretty good. So we'll just go teleportation zombie in 4, and then we can always rock it. We can always just dry cheese cutter too, which is awesome. Teleportation zombie really, really good against Chompzilla. Has no answer to Gravestone, so this is kind of free right now. That is annoying, hallelujah. Yeah, so this is turn 5. We win the trade with the teleportation zombie. I could play this here to prevent him from drawing the card. I think the smarter play is just keep the teleportation zombie on the board. This now will be a 4-3 instead of a 4-2. I think this is right. This legendary he draws could be really, really bad, though. All right, we're going to go with this. Honestly, playing it here, is the teleportation zombie that useful? It's pretty useful. It's a 1-3 teleportation zombie. It's really, he'd have to spend a lot to kill this, so we can kind of just teleport things for free here. And we still have the rocket, so we have something to do if he hits a hammer. He's not really going to play a rocketable minion, though. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Making the right decisions, apparently. Should I play around Cuke? No. That was a three-headed chomper that could have been super scary. I don't know why he did it here instead of here. I guess he didn't want to lose the trade against something. Yep, so the question is, there's almost no chance he's going to play in lane 1, right? In fact, he can't. We're never going to have an open lane because of the cyborg. So teleporting Garg, throwing Garg is not really a thing here. So it's spam Big Borg and teleport this one in if you remove something. Was that his Captain Cucumber draw, by the way? I didn't pay attention. Brain Hannah from Captain Cucumber? No. Guys, shush. Not okay. I don't know why he didn't spam that first. He did get free Bellflower to chump block here, so that's cool. Love is not a mystery, victory march. If he kills something with his chump there, that would be crazy. Area's a decent play here. And again, if he tries to deal with lane 1 somehow, he's gonna pay for it. Right now, I don't think I'm gonna area in 4. I think we'll just do it. Well, 2 doesn't work anymore. Oh my gosh. Okay, that makes a 6-6. It's actually not that bad. It looked worse. So the 2 options would be, we do have 2 minions dying. So I think maintaining the teleportation zombie and the trade is better than going phase for 3 versus 5. He's very high health still, so getting a little 2 extra damage to his face this turn, it's not so consequential. Let's make the tempo play, because that's what this game is going to come down to. So now we're coming up on turn 9. Nice. La, 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 la. So I think teleporting in the Garg is still correct. There's a lot of bad things that could happen here, though. I'm actually not really worried about his removal plays. The only thing would be Cob Cannon. Iceport is not active. So I think the play is actually you and just spamming this, because for him to just water balloons my teleportation zombie, that would really, really suck. Or plant foot it. So now the Garg is active, and I think this is going to be a really, really big problem. No one runs Squash, you know? You would need little buddy Cob Cannon in order to deal with this. Really, that's basically it. Even 3-headed Chomper is way too slow here to get the plant food. So now he feels like he needs to be aggressive. That's what that play is about. And he's right. He needs to. We have the card advantage, so he needs to go and do something here. Oh my gosh, this is a huge problem. Give that man a rocket. Give that man a Zombot in lane 1. It's just gonna be Deep Sea Garg. Surprise! The problem here is that the Allosaurus is gonna make the Pepper MD into a 13-8, I think. Ugh. This barely helps. It really doesn't. Get the value from the Garg. But yeah, if he can just one more plant food, just gonna put us away here. Hopefully he doesn't have it. He only has 2 cards, so that is the good news. If he doesn't get activators, this doesn't do anything. But he just got plant food after plant food, and he's able to take the game with that. It's so annoying. All right, 2-2. Come on. We're so far ahead here. But he got, in a very slow deck, he got all of his aggressive cards. He got 2 plant food. He's probably running 3. So annoying.
Wouldn't you say this is the best
It was his last card.
in its history?
Come on. Anyway, thank you, Sensei Domeno. Do I think this is the best the game is in best spot the game is in general in history? Yes, absolutely. They slowed down the aggro decks. We have a real game, and they took care of Quarterly. I think this is the golden age of PvZ Heroes. Thank you, Zythrix, for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Nibble's really good against Beta. Why does this name look so familiar? Not much I can do about that. Because Beta Amphibious exists, we're gonna just slow play this, play really conservatively here. Alright, well, he hasn't shown us a play yet, so we'll start spamming. And we have area 22, ways of increasing the damage on the board. Probably should have gone here, though, right? That's kind of annoying. Soft lock the game. Because I don't feel like dealing with Paracup right now. Now, we're fine. We have area 22 Nibble, which would actually correct this trade. We got a lot of things we can do here. If he removes this somehow, which he does, the shrinking's in the other lane, nice. So we'll just go bat area, which is really good here. Deals with the 5/4, draws a card, opens up the area for another play. Really strong. Yep, so teleportation, zombie. I almost want to spam a second one here, man. It's playing, well, it's not really playing the shrinking. Because if he has you don't need exactly a 1-drop and a block. He's not running 1-drops. He's playing a control deck. He could have Blockbuster. I think we're playing around Gravebuster. And we're, well, okay. If we do this, we're kind of playing into a bunch of other things. What is the play on 5? All right, we'll play into Gravebuster. It's fine. Wah, wah, wah. I should have played around that. We can't nibble this. Soft-locks the game, so... Honestly, I should have just left that alone and taken out with the teleportation zombie. That would have actually been smart. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Is Beta-Carrotina aggro stronger or less strong now? I don't know. We'll see how the zombie meta develops, you know? I think that's important. We do got the nibble, though. Look at this one. I don't know why. Should have nibbled first. But I don't think there's any card that we could possibly get that's better than Cheese Cutter here. So it didn't matter. There's Garg Feast again. It's the worst thing to get from Cheese Cutter because 90% of games you're not going to get a chance to play it. We'll see what happens here. We have to play around Brainana. That's our rule of thumb. So we're spamming, especially this control deck is definitely running Brainana. Well, I'd rather get Shamrocketed than get Brainana here. It's totally fine. Oh, come on. We'll nibble this obviously next turn and draw the card. Or maybe we'll just Garg Thrower in one because it, it really is strong into Dragon. The main thing we want to play around here is exactly Dragon, so that's great. Doom Shroom, come on. So annoying. Well, as long as he doesn't have an excessive amount of dragons and Brainanas, he has to have no dragons, and then we can Garg Beast for the win here, but I have a really, really bad feeling that we're going to get dragons on 8, dragon on 9 here. I guess that was 8. Okay, so on 9 and 10 then. Nothing to do. The area is still playable into the dragon, so at least there's that. So is this, by the way.
Garg Feast is best card.
There's that. So, which of these do we play here? I guess this makes the teleportation zombie live, right? Yep, that's gotta be right. Love is not Problem is, if he just deals with the teleportation zombie, we're kind of cooked. We're extremely cooked. I don't think we're gonna have a chance in this game if he deals with this, including another dragon. Oh, come on. Okay, I really need to Garg feet here, but I don't think I'm gonna get the opportunity. No, we're not gonna win this one. I feel like I feel like I played against this exact guy playing this exact deck before, but he needs to literally have not have 3 damage right now for us to even be able to stay in this game. It's just not playable, man, especially against this. Nothing we can do there. Too many answers, bro. Run Parasol for the Gargs? I don't know, man. It is just going to be weak to decks that are running a trick removal, so the Brain and Dragon, then they're also running a lot of that, you know, Shamrock and Doomshroom. They're running those 2 things in you know, high quantities. That's what this deck will lose to, including Rose, who just says go Defy and M.U.G. But otherwise, I don't think you have to start running Parasol. It wouldn't even help against most of the big removal, to be honest. Wouldn't have helped against the dragons, that's for sure. Pretty good. Teleport. Very strong card against Wall Knight. And for Gormina, of course. I'm still happy with the way the deck is performing, and I think we can totally get this 5 and 3. Let's just lock in here. Okay. Bruh. Honestly, it's fine. We're doing 3, he's doing 2. La, 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 la. Who is controlling who? Is always the question in this game. Pepper MD. Pepper MD. Wow, he goes for this super inefficient, risky play, and he is going to pay for it dearly. Come on, man. Should I have used the nibble there? Maybe the nibble was better. Save the extinction event. I feel like I want to spend this evaporate. So we've seen the superpower from him. He already used bubble. So there's no way he has geyser. There isn't really a scary play. I'm just going to nibble this night. The geyser would heal this out of nibble range. And I'm not really worried about that. So I'm just hard passing here. If we get block acid rain, that would also be cool. It's cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Problem is that if we evaporate, well, we evaporate nibble. Or, sorry. It'll be nibble evaporate now. Nibble 3 and 2. Nibble first. And now we spend the evaporate. Immorticia, just spend the just spend the evaporate whenever you can. It's so hard to get value from it. We're in fine shape here though. I'm gonna slow this down, I think. So we got 6 here. Let's see if he has the Shamrock at it, obviously. We'll just open up the Nurse Gargs later. Bro, you want to see heal? Dude, okay, well... I'm not saying she's a sniper. But everyone has Doomshroom today. Come on, man. See if we can get some heals here. Well, looks like we got them. So we're healing for 6 and we'll take 4. Stonks. Yes. I'm pretty sure Nurse Gargs will stack on each other too. I am not going to play around a third Forget-Me-Nuts here, so I'm going to go teleport Nurse Garg and try to heal to basically full health. So that's awesome. Is this better? Yeah, that's better. All right, well, here we go, guys. Okay, so we're healing up to 18 for starters. And now we're gonna heal up to 20. We'll get a Garg. Survey says. Come on, man. Surprise Garg not kicking. That would have healed for another 5 here. Instead, well, we'll go down to... It's okay, we're at 15 health with Nurse Gargs on the board. Totally fine. Because we have the Shamrockets and all these other cards we can play, I'm just going to spam Teleportation Zombie. And then we'll either spam Nurse or whatever the hell we want if he Great Busts. Which he does. Soul Patch. That's going to be the Rocket. So now it's going to be 1, 3, and 3. Looks real good. Can we get some attack? Oh. Is there a world that I don't area here? He can't do damage to us, though. Alright, this opens the nibble up for next turn on this one, and then we'll also have the area, so... Yeah, fine play. Nice soul patch, bro. Bozo. Stupid. Yep, back to 20 health. La 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 la. Damn, he kind of wishes he didn't use that Doom Shroom, huh? We're going to teleport in the big Garg because we don't want to get Doom Shroomed again. Hallelujah, yeah, that's funny. Healing that instead of your face? Your face is dying, bro. I guess that makes sense. Oh my gosh, he's so annoying. Okay. So it's gonna be teleport. And then what? We can nibble this one out and then make the trade. I think that's right, and just take this out. We can also nibble this one, which... Probably nibbling and getting the card is better here, right? Alright, let's nibble first. I guess it's never going to really matter. This is just giving us a little trick. Fruitcake. Fruitcake? This has to be right. Well... I'm going to do this, actually. But I don't really need the second nurse here. We'll save it just in case we start getting walnut bowlinged or whatever. Yeah, we. I wish we could gain over health. That would be awesome. Let's see if he's holding second Grave Buster. Okay. Doesn't cover the area 22. Why not, though? He's going for soul patches. Why not? Damn, he's eating this for free, too. Hallelujah. Wow, this fruitcake is not helping us. We need another rocket science or an area 22 badly. Oh, that's actually so annoying. Okay, we're running 4 areas. So we'll probably draw... There's no point in even developing tempo here. We can't do any face damage. We'll probably draw into an area. We also, I think, have 2 more rockets in this deck. I think we just used the 1, right? Whoa! Annoying. So, 2 rockets, 3 areas. Didn't get it. Bro is trying to heal. It's so annoying. I can't do anything here. Bro is literally trying to heal. What the hell do I do? Do I give him an extra card to keep this alive? I don't think so. I think we just win this trade for free. I think we just hard pass here. There's really no point. We used the first Shamrocket on a soul patch again, right? This can draw cards, so that's awesome. He's got one card. I'm gonna let this hit face instead of making inefficient trades because we have so much healing in our hands. Also, if he feeds something into the... It would be really dumb for him to play in lane 1, because he's just giving us... We're just going to keep gaining Gargs. This is literally the worst play he could have done. Passing would have been better. We're gaining an extra Garg here. This is a card advantage game. And he's just messing this up. Come on. Where's the Zombot? Honestly, we just need a Zombot at this point. Come on, Zombot. Come on. Let's go. Punish this guy. That doesn't help. Okay. Now what? I mean, this is still a really good play here. Should I be blocking the damage? 'Cause we have all these cards here. Yeah. Walnut Bowling is a little sad. I don't really care enough. We'll take the... Oh my gosh, he got exactly Walnut Bowling. Okay, maybe I should have cared more. Oh no, wait, we have the rocket science. I don't know what I'm smoking right now. We have the rocket science. We win the game. That's annoying though. Oh, that's not annoying though. So rocket. And we'll just keep drawing cards here. So that's gone. We have to win this. We have to win this one, guys. I want this one so bad. Drawing another card. We're playing around Walnut Bowling every turn, that's for certain. If he top decks Doomshroom, like, okay. I'm pretty sure this is healing, because this is a Gargantuar. So this should heal. Just go face with this? Yeah, why not? Well, he can block and get his super, so we'll play around that. This draws a card. There's no point in extinction here. We'll see if he gets super, but otherwise we're healing for 11. That doesn't matter. We're still healing for 11. Even if it has 6 health, we're still healing for 11 here, right? Certainly. So we're up 8, up to 19. Yeah, we got this guy. The slow grind with the Nurse Garg. He can't get us to low health. It's impossible. Game 6, turn 16. Okay. Stupid. Gonna slowly grind him down. Stupid. This does 4, right? We'll still save it for the big finish with the Wrath to face. Don't draw out. Yes, we'll try to win. Guys, I will try to win the game. I think we're still really far from drawing out because we haven't drawn cards. We've conjured cards. We haven't drawn anything except for maybe from teleport. So we still have like 12 more turns. We are totally fine here. Oh my gosh, please don't. Okay, it's fine. So we're gonna do 7 and 4 is 11, plus 11 is 22. So we are going to spend this now. Stupid. 7, 4, 11. Oh, it didn't do the 4. It was just 11, so it's guaranteed. Yes, guys. It's what I'm talking about. Literally. Yes. That was an awesome game. Come on, guys. I'll set up the bets. Sorry I didn't do that yet. But we're going for that 5 and 3, and that'll be the highlight intro. For sure. June already, man. All right, so we will get rid of all this late game. You keep a rocket against Grass Knuckles is the question. My gut says yes. It's the question again. I think I'm gonna go the other route this time and not playing to Click P. Yep, the rocket science is that's definitely a place, by the way, where rocket science is better than Alien is against Soul Patch. There's a few things that's better. So this goes on ground. This will go on heights. Bro woke up this morning and decided to run water chestnut. I guess Picanoff deck? Such a hard read, I know. But you always teleport this in. It's free money. Grass Knuckles. Again, 0 ways of playing around Senor Cheese here. So, shit. I think we're playing all 3 of these. So let's evaporate. I think I'm going to nibble to win this trade because I really like the teleportation zombie here. So we'll do this. Now it's doing 2+2. Again, make a value trade with nibble. You don't have to draw the card every time. It's a fine card, you know? This turned a losing trade into a winning trade. And we got teleports. Do we play around plant food? I think with the teleport in hand, we don't. Because if we plant foods, we'll teleport Big Borg. We'll be fine. Ugh, come on. Hell no, man. Starch Lord. I think I'm just going to do this. Should I bonus attack to kill the Starch Lord? Yes. The answer is yes. I know that one cost bonus attack looks really good, but this would be the thing. I think we're ahead right now. We've got plenty of late game all lined up. We just don't want him to start, you know, getting the Starch Lord value. So that's got to be right. Yep. So I'm gonna do not what I did last time, which is I'm gonna spam this instead of holding it. That's okay. A little bit scary. With the 2 teleportation zombies on the board, I think I'm just going to burn this teleport here. And I'm not sure what I'm not really looking for anything particular. I guess Extinction Event would be the best draw here. Should I burn this one? Now that we can't even get Extinction Event, we could get Nibble. I don't think he's ever gonna. He's going like face here. I don't think he's ever gonna actually deal with these. So let's just burn this. Okay, well, there goes all of our teleports.
Now let's get a 2025 rendition of Akinator.
Is Akinator still a thing? I totally forgot about that. All right, so we're not going to play into the Repeat Moss combo, but we can, if he starts, you know, playing Vegetation Mutation, we'll just rocket this thing. If not, we'll just eat it with King of the Grill. Really good play. Okay, and then... Okay, why not this one? Well, anyway... Place where Supernova Garg would theoretically be better. I think I'm just going to stick Garg throwing Garg in front of that Repeat Moss. Oh, we got Hippity Hop. Love to see it. Bro's getting a little bit low, too. He did deal with both of the teleportation zombies. News flash. But yeah, he can't, if he plays a trick, we get a Garg. He can't play tricks now. This was like, oh, come on. No, guys, now I'm calling bullshit. Now I'm calling bullshit on this whole stream. This is all snipers. How did we get guys? How have we gotten Doomshroom by 3 different opponents today in 7 games? There's no way. No one runs Doomshroom, guys. This is actually just snipers. It's so stupid. No, I'm calling bullshit. It's not. That's not okay. No, it's definitely snipers. We'll do this for egg value, and then we can area, we can summoning rocket. There's so many things we can do with this play. I love Hippity Up Garg these days. Yeah, it's funny. That's real funny though. He's a joker here. I got a joker. We got cat, which I don't know what that does. Maybe the eggs will hatch into pets. But we do have the Area 22, the perfect answer. We will be going face for potentially lethal here. Yes. There's no way, right? There's no way these are... How am I getting Doomshroom? Doomshroom, it's not good against... 90% of the decks I play, It's not even good. It's so stupid. Yeah, it's the Guardian Heroes. Come on. Anyway, we're going for that 5 and 3. I'm excited. Considering the matchups we've had today, I'd be more than happy with the 5 and 3. That guy was in the chat. His username was in the chat. And here's Kier. Great. Sniper galore. Should I let this go? No, he's just trolling me. Come on, Kier, you're better than that. He just wanted to see if it was possible. Guys, this is he's in the stream. he's been spamming bits. Guys. Okay, here we go. No Doom Shroom, but yes, Brianna. Okay, sure. How do we do this? I really should be mulliganing hard for the Area 22, right? There it is. There it is. We're playing into his ultimate. I don't care. What? I wish I was the Nightcap Super. What's the idea here? Okay. But now, I mean, he'll Berry Blast. Still a 2-for-1 if he Berry Blasts. But Poison Shroom is just not a good card. Thank you, Jazz. Yeah, I'm getting hard sniped. I think it's clear at this point. I think we're gonna ask that, and we're still drawing the card. So it's a 2-for-1, and now it's a 3-for-1 if you count this card we're drawing. Hell yeah! And this is really good because now we don't have to play around. You know, Cycle Cap. We play Poison Shroom? Does anyone run Poison Shroom in Cycle Cap? Hopefully it's just not. I hate playing against Cycle Cap. It's not Cycle Cap. It's not an OP deck. It's just not interactive enough, you know? All right, it's not Cycle Cat, but we were able to exploit this like hell. Yeah, and this means it's not Cycle Cat. It means it's tempo, like a control Nightcap deck. We got a player on the Brainana, but we're so far ahead right now. Cappuccino Assassino is in the house. I've been waiting all week to say that. Okay. So, yeah, we just spam both of these, I think. So, like this. Yoink. And we'll see if we can hit face for a 7. Come on. Yes! So he's down to 5. We got the Garg. Oh, I'm not doing the Garg. I don't even care anymore. Cappuccino Assassino! Yes! I mean, GG, we got this guy, man. Like that does anything. It really doesn't. He'd have to get block and like blow exactly this one. So 1 and 3 blow, and then 1 and 2 on the target. We got him. Yes! Cappuccino Assassino for the win. And that's the 5 and 3. That went great. That went absolutely fantastic. Had some a lot of snipers today, I think. But yeah, the deck performed really, really, really well. I'm really looking forward to. I showed you already a Gatekeeper deck, but I have more of those, and I also want to show you guys quarterly bonus decks. It's something I'm really excited to like utilize, you know, to make a deck that utilizes the new and greatly improved balanced quarterly bonus card. So I'll definitely be focusing on zombies for the next few days to show you guys all that. I also do want to show you guys Nurse Garg with Smash and Gargologist. That'll be a whole nother thing. But anyway, guys, that was the GargTicia deck absolutely popped up, and the Nurse Gargs really, there was a couple of games where they so hard carried. So I'm super happy about that. I will see you guys in the next one. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Peace. This is Fry.